When I was a kid, all I ever wanted to be was a footballer in the best league in the world, the Premier League. But sadly, I suck at football and watch the Prem from my couch. But today that is going to change as I put myself in FC24 and join Man City's academy and aim to become a City and Prem legend. But yes, I have done it. I'm achieving my dreams. I've joined a team in the Premier League and the best one in that fact, joining Man City. But I think I'm the imposter in the Prem as I'm 67 overall and at 21 years old. However, I don't have too much competition, but that competition is very solid in Julian Alvarez and Erling Haaland, the two best strikers in the league. However, there is good news as Julian Alvarez is linked to a move away and he wants to leave City. Maybe, just maybe, I can kick off my career as Haaland's bench player. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know how I made it to City with 54 finishing and a strength of 57. I got the Lisandro Martinez build with the finishing of Romelu Lukaku. But if I could really impress Pep Guardiola in the preseason tournament, I could convince him to sell Julian Alvarez and, like I mentioned before, become the backup striker to Haaland. However, if I do fail to impress in this tournament, my City career is over and I'll be a lone merchant for the rest of my career. But I was not going to let that happen as I spent the next couple of weeks training my ass off, getting ready for the tournament, now reaching a 69 overall. However, something came up. And that issue is named Savinho, as he has just joined City after a successful campaign with Girona. And it seems like Julian Alvarez is confirmed to leave as Savinho wants to convert to a striker, meaning him or I will become the backup striker to Erling Haaland. So I quickly burst into Pep Guardiola's office to ask him, how can I make sure that I become the backup to Erling Haaland and don't go out on loan?
Edgar, I am aware of your big dreams to play for City and become a legend, but I don't give out freebies. We see potential in you, and if you can impress in pre-season, we might sell Julian, who wants to leave, and you could play behind Haaland.
Okay, boss, what do I have to do?
You must score more goals than Savinho. Both of you will be sharing minutes in this tournament, and the one who scores more goals will secure the spot on the bench this season.
Got it, boss. I will not be loaned out. I will make you proud. Man, I have to compete with Savinho? He is 2 inches taller than me and shine in La Liga when I haven't even played a minute in pro football. There's no time to waste. I have 3 games to outscore Savinho. If you want to become a Premier League legend one day, subscribe right now. And it is confirmed, whoever scores the most goals will stay at City and be the backup while the other goes out on the loan. And the first game against AC Milan, Savinho gets up to start while I am sitting on the bench and he does score a goal. However, Man City did concede 2 more goals and we're down 2-1 at halftime. And I'm coming on for my first professional game ever. Savinho has scored a goal, however, I'm getting the rest of the second half. Hopefully, I can at least tie him here and get my first professional goal. And here comes the first attack of the second half. It's Jack Grealish with a brilliant through ball to me. I outpace the defender. I'm 1v1. No chance I miss this. I have a shot and it goes over the bar. There is my 54 finishing showing. But here we go once again. It's Phil Foden on the ball. I'm hoping he passes the ball to me because I'm wide open. He crosses it into me. I take a touch. I have a shot and it's just horrendous. How did I get a Man City contract, man? And that was Gavardio kickstarting another counter-attack and he gets me. And once again, I get rid of the defender. 1v1. There's no chance. I missed this by a lot and it's a great save by Mike Mainan. I'm getting closer and closer. And it's now the 90th minute as we're still 2-1 down. I've yet to score my goal, but it's Bernardo Silva into KDB, into me. I turn around. I see the run from Rodri. I have a chip pass to Rodri. Takes a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. I may have not gotten a goal, but I get the assist and the future Ballon d'Or winner Rodri gets the goal. We equalize. It's just a preseason tournament, but this means everything to me. If I can perform, I can stay here at City. The first game comes to an end, and Savinho takes a 1-0 lead against me as he has 1 goal, and I have 0. With 2 games left, I need to somehow outscore the man who's played in La Liga, and I'm the man who just got his first ever game in pro football. But now it was time for the second game against Athletic Bilbao, but once again, I sat on the bench as Savinho started once again. But this time around, he failed to score, missing chances, and the first half ended in a 0-0 draw as I came on in the second half. And now it's the first attack of the second half. It's Rodri with a through ball into me. I get rid of the defenders. The defenders are really slow. 1v1 against the keeper. Can I put it away? And no, I still can't score my first goal. And now it's Phil Foden running past Adama. He's looking to make it 1-0. In this first game, he gives it to me. I have a finesse shot and it goes wide. I really need to get better at finishing, man, if I want to beat Savinho. And now it's the final minutes of the game and it's still 0-0. Phil Foden runs it back and now Phil Foden crosses it in into Bernardo Silva. And now Bernardo gives it to me. I flick it up with my chest and so I get so lucky. I have a shot and it goes in. The luckiest of goals. I probably didn't even know how to do that. but I've scored my first goal. 1-0. We're gonna beat Athletic Bilbao, and I have equalized Savinho, and we're both 1 goal each. The whistle is blown, and we have won. I've gotten my first ever professional goal, and now I'm tied with Savinho. 1 game left to go against RB Leipzig. If Savinho beats me, I believe that my career is over, as he is the better footballer, and if I go on loan, there's no chance I would ever play for City, and my dream of being a City and a Premier League legend would be over. And it was time for the last preseason tournament game, and this time I am starting. I'm finally in the starting 11, and Savinho will sit on the bench, meaning I have the first time to score as many goals as I can, and hopefully Savinho comes on and he doesn't score, because I want to stay here and I want him to go out on loan, because I need to learn from the very best, like Erling Haaland. But RB Leipzig have the first attack of the game. It's giving it to Timo Werner, who has signed back for the club as a finesse shot. And how are you gonna let shit guy, the guy who plays Fortnite, Timo Werner, score against you? Did he go 1-0 down? And it's not looking good for me so far. And here come RB Leipzig once again, dominating this Man City side. It's a through ball into Timo Werner once again, and he gets another goal. The Fortnite guy makes it 2-0. I haven't even touched the ball so far. I'm hoping I could get a goal or two before halftime. And it's about to be halftime. It's the 43rd minute, and here comes Phil Foden with the first attack for City. He's looking for somebody. He finds me. I take a fat touch, and I have a shot, and it goes in. A horrible angle to score from, but I do it nonetheless. I'm getting better and better each day. I get my second goal of the tournament, and I make it 2-1. Is there enough time for another goal for me? And there was not enough time for a second goal. The first half ends 2-1. That means my preseason tournament total is 2 goals to Savinho's 1. As he comes on for the second half. I'm hoping he does not outscore me. Man, as I come off the pitch, I can't help but wonder. I want my team to win, but if Savinho saves the day, he might benefit and secure his spot. I'm torn between wanting the team to succeed or my personal goal of outscoring him. Do I really want to bet against my own team like Ivan Toney? And here comes City mounting the pressure on RB Leipzig. Rodri wins the ball back, and now Savinho gets rid of one defender, gets rid of a second. That's disgusting. Savinho makes it 2-2. I want to celebrate because we're not losing anymore. But Savinho has now tied me in goals. That means we both have 2 goals. What were to happen if we tie? Do we both go on loan? Do we both stay? I don't know what's gonna happen, man. And here comes City once again. It's Bernardo Silva on the ball. He gives it to Savinho. When we win against the keeper, he's not gonna miss, and it's saved by Unai Simon. And here comes Phil Foden in the 90th minute of the game, still drawing. To RB Leipzig, it's a through ball to Savinho with a back heel, and it goes in. The best back heel you'll ever see, and he's done it. He's won City the game, but he makes it 3-2 in the scoring charts. He outscores me in the preseason tournament. And the whistle is blown. I'm happy that my team won. But Savinho outscored me, and my destiny is set. I will probably be going out on loan. Can I become a City? Can I become a Premier League legend if I'm just constantly going out on loan? But there it is. It's been confirmed. I've been loan listed. Not only that, but Julian Alvarez has left to join Atletico de Madrid, making Savio the backup striker to Erling Haaland. Am I ever gonna become a City or a Prem legend if I'm behind Haaland and Savinho? But as I'm waiting for offers to come in to see where I'm going to be out on loan, where I can improve, I see that Vinicius Jr. wins the Ballon d'Or as my teammate Rodri misses out. And that's when it occurs to me, in order for me to become a City and a Premier League legend is to win the Ballon d'Or first, to become the first ever City player to do it, but also become one of the very few Premier League players who have won it. And the first offer comes in, and it's to go out on loan to the SJ Earthquakes in the MLS. But let's be real, nobody wants to play in a burger league. Rejected. And another offer does come in, and it's from Newell's Old Boys, Lionel Messi's old club. But if I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to go to Argentina. I want to prefer and stay somewhere in England to learn the English game. So it's gonna be a swift and harsh reject from me. And we receive an offer that I simply possibly cannot refuse. It is Hull City. And as of the 24-25 season, Hull City are in the championship. So I think I might have to take it. And after rejecting another offer from CD Leganes in La Liga, I have gone ahead and accepted the Hull City offer. And there we have it. I've left City and I've joined Hull City on a 1-year loan with my future still in question. Whether am I going to become a Premier League legend. And as I'm joining City, I do realize there hasn't been a lot of amazing players to have played for Hull City, with ex-players being Harry Maguire, Tom Huddlestone, and probably their best ever player, Jared Bowen. But maybe I could become the only ever legend to come out of Hull. And as I joined Hull City as the only basically striker at the club, and I've been given the number 5, the same as Harry Maguire, I feel insulted. I do realize that in order to win the Ballon d'Or, I need to take it step by step, and the first step is to impress here out on loan at Hull City to eventually get back to the City squad. And as I prepare for my Hull City debut, Pep Guardiola sends me a message. And that message says, "Hey Edgar, I hope you're not down in the dumps for going out on loan. I see potential in you and don't expect to be out on loan every season." He says if you want to become a squad player next season and not go out on loan again, all you have to do is beat Jared Bowen's record at Hull City in the championship and score 22 goals. And here come Hull City with the first attack of the game. It's into Ozan Tufan. Tufan threw ball into me with my first touch in the championship, and it goes in. I have scored my first goal on my debut for Hull City. I'm on my route to impress Pep Guardiola, and it all starts here. And now here comes Lokilo pressuring the Blackpool defense, and he wins it back. Lokilo gives it to me. I have a Chirella from out to the box, and it goes in. I put that out of nowhere, and I make it 2-0. I get my brace on my debut. And my debut comes to an end. A brace from me. Only 20 more goals. Yes, there's still a huge season left, but I think with a brace here, I've gotten the confidence to go ahead and outscore Jared Bowen's season. But after celebrating my amazing debut in the locker, I receive another message, and Pep Guardiola says, "I think I may have given you an easy task. You've already scored 2 goals. With your talent, you can easily score 22. So you know what? Scratch the 22 goal season. I want you to not only get that, but also take Hull City back to the Premier League." I cannot believe Pep Guardiola just changed my challenge. I was easily gonna get the 22 goals, but getting Hull City back to the Premier League, they haven't been there since the 16-17 season. And if you look at this squad, it's just not good enough. I hope the manager brings somebody in. But a new signing did come in, but I'm not sure if it was the best one, as ex-Man City Academy player Kelechi Iheanacho has joined Hull City. But the question is he the one to help me out to win Hull City that title and go back to the Premier League? But little did I know, he was the correct signing. And now Kelechi Iheanacho with a through ball to me. I have a volley and it goes in, and we're gonna beat ex-Premier League team Wolves, who just came down. This is good for the promotion race. And now Kelechi Iheanacho receives the ball, and it's another through ball to me. I take a touch, I have a shot, and it goes in once again. Another winner against an ex-Premier League side. Kelechi Iheanacho is literally the best attacking mid I've ever played with. He is really helping me go ahead to push for promotion. And at the end of the season, we did finish in 3rd place. Didn't do just enough to go to automatic promotion. But in the playoffs, we had Wolves in the final, meaning the winner of this game will go back to the Premier League. Not only that, but I've succeeded in one of Guardiola's goals is to get more than 22 goals, as I've gotten 25 and even won the Golden Boot. But in order to stay at City next season and not go out on loan, I must win this playoff final to send Hull City to the Premier League. And it was time for the moment of truth, the playoff final. All we need to do is win this game. All I need to do is win this game, and I'll be a City squad player next season. But if I lose, I will most likely go out on loan once again. And here we go for the first counter attack. It's Kelechi Iheanacho with a through ball into the space, and I'm gonna receive it. There's no defenders around me. 1v1 against the Wolves keeper, and it's a brilliant save. Alfie Jones wins the ball back. He gives it to Kelechi Iheanacho, who gives it to me. I have a shot, and it's another great save. And it's about to be halftime. Here comes Kelechi Iheanacho with another through ball. This time, I have to score it. It's saved by the keeper, but I'm going for the rebound here. I have a shot for some reason, and it goes wide. I just cannot score today, man. And Matthias Cunha wins the ball back right before halftime. He cuts inside. He has a finesse. It's off the bar and in. Matthias Cunha makes it 1-0 in his promotion final. And I've missed so many chances already. Did I really cost my team promotion? And as it is halftime, I walk off wondering what I've done wrong when Kelechi Iheanacho walks up to me.
Hey man, you've had a rough game. Let's switch. I'll go striker and you take Cam. 1, I'm feeling it today, and 2, City loves players who can adapt. What do you think?
Alright, got it. Let's switch and see how it goes. So Kelechi and I have decided to switch as he is feeling it today, but I also need to learn to play another position if I want to get game time at City. Let's hope that this could win us the game. And it's the first attack of the second half. I'm running down the wing. Give it back into Kelechi Iheanacho, who has a shot, and it goes in straight away. His first shot of the game. He makes it 1-1. There's still time to come back. Maybe Kelechi was right. And we win the ball back, and it's another counter attack. I see Kelechi Iheanacho runs. He brings it down. He has a shot, and he makes it 2-1. With only a couple minutes to go, we could have possibly won the game. And it's all thanks to Kelechi Iheanacho telling us to switch positions. Or we're going back to the Premier League. And now it's the 89th minute. I receive the ball. I see Kelechi Iheanacho once again for a third time. He takes a touch. He has a shot here post, and it goes in. He caps up the game. We're already winning. It's now 3-1. He gets his hat-trick. His first game up top in probably a long time. And he does it. Gets a hat-trick. And we're promoting. I'm going to be a City player next season. And the game comes to an end, and we've done it. We lift that trophy. We're going promoted. We're promoted to the Premier League, which means I'm going to be a City squad player next season, whether I'm on the bench, reserves, or possibly even starting. And now growing to a 74 overall, 25 goals, and 12 assists, I will be going back to Man City, where I will stay to be a squad player. But the question is, will I be a bench player, a starter player, or a reserve player? And as I arrived back at Man City, I am quickly called to Pep Guardiola's office to find out what my role will be for this season.
For the first time in 5 years, we went a whole year without a trophy. With De Bruyne and Haaland gone, we have gaps at striker and cam.
I'm ready, boss. I can replace Haaland.
Whoa, hold your horses. Savinho scored 15 goals last season, so he'll be starting up top. I saw what you did in the playoff final. Impressive. Would you be willing to play cam? It's only until we find a suitable replacement for KDB, which will take a lot of scouting. In the future, you'll have your chance up top.
Kelechi was right, man. At City, you need to be able to play anywhere. All right, I'll take the camera. Sure, boss. I'll take that camera until you find a replacement. I'm ready to do whatever it takes. And it seems like we're going to be converting to a center attacking mid position for the time being, because they want to find somebody special like KDB. But they need to do a lot of scouting. So for now, I need to be the attacking mid. So I quickly went to work and went to center attacking mid training, and after a couple weeks have fully converted to a center attacking mid, and even went up all the way to an 80 overall. And that is because my passing and my dribbling has always been better than my shooting. But I think if I eventually want to become a striker to eventually win the Ballon d'Or for Man City, I'm going to go ahead and have the attacking midfielder to continue to work on my finishing. But becoming a striker eventually is going to be difficult, as Savio is already at an 86 overall. The next step in winning the Ballon d'Or after impressing Guardiola and becoming a starter is to win a trophy. Last year they missed out on any trophy for the first time in 5 years, and with Haaland and KDB leaving, a new generation is starting, and it's time for me to secure a spot in that new generation. And it was now time for my Premier League debut, my first ever Premier League game for City and just in general against Fulham. I am fully prepared to assist the man who basically took my spot last season and this season. And here I come pressuring Fulham, and I get my first ball ever in the Premier League. This Dupron to Savinho, who has a weird face. He sends the goalkeeper, and it's ridiculous. He walks it in, I get my assist. But that has to be one of the most ridiculous goals I've ever seen. He sends the goalkeeper the other way, and we make it 1-0. We link up for the very first time. And as for Foden sprinting for the ball, gives it to Guardiola, into me with a no-look pass, into Savio with a header, and it goes in. I get another assist. I think I have that KDB vision. I didn't even look to see Savio, and I sent a perfect ball. We make it 2-0. Scott McTominay wishes he had that pass accuracy. And the first half is about to end. Here I come pressuring. I get the ball off the defender. I cut back. I'm looking for space. I have a shot from outside the box, and it goes in. A goal and 2 assists on my Premier League debut, on my cam debut for Man City. Maybe this is my new position. I want to be a striker, but it might suffice for now staying at cam. And after our brilliant performance, Savio and I come off as we have already done enough for the club. But Savio, share some words with me.
Hey Edgar, I'm sorry I took your spot, man. But game's the game. Look at us. We dominated against Fulham. I know you want to return to striker, but you might want to consider staying as a cam.
It's true, my passion is to be a striker in the Premier League, but I'll definitely think about it. And after winning that game against Fulham, it seemed like Savinho was right. Game after game, I was assisting him and he was scoring goal after goal, even reaching the Carabao Cup final. However, Savinho did get suspended in the semi-final, meaning he'll miss the Carabao Cup final. But it was now time for the Carabao Cup final up against Arsenal. I will be playing up top to replace Savinho, as he's the only striker at the club. But that leaves us without an out-and-out center attacking mid. I hope whoever plays behind me can go ahead and set up some balls for me. And James McAtee, the replacement Cam, has won the ball back. And now he's looking for the through ball. He sees me. He has a through ball, but it's too powerful. And Ramsdale picks it up. And now it's Bernardo Silva into James McAtee on the ball once again. Has a pass, but he's giving it straight to the defender. Man, he's struggling. But here come Arsenal in the last minute of the game. They haven't had an attack all game. They had through ball. Odegaard into Haaland with a shot, and it goes in. The first attack of the game for Arsenal. It's been a boring game. And Haaland, the player who used to play for City, the player Savio replaced, makes it 1-0. And it seems like Arsenal are going to win the Carabao Cup. And the ref blows the whistle, and Arsenal lift the Carabao Cup trophy. I could have won the trophy to complete that challenge, to get the next step to winning the Ballon d'Or. But they're just going to have to wait. Man, we really miss Savio out here today. And after missing out on the Carabao Cup, with Savio back, we dominated the route to the FA Cup final as we beat big teams and small teams. And at the end of the season, we just missed out on the Premier League to Arsenal. And we're now in the FA Cup final against Liverpool. And there's no suspension this time around. So I'm hoping we can win that trophy and progress on winning that Ballon d'Or. But right before the FA Cup final, I look at my stats and I'm at an 85 overall with 14 goals and 26 assists this season. But even after this amazing season, my breakout year, I wonder if I should remain at Cam or go to where I want to and become a striker. But before that decision is made, I have to go ahead and win the FA Cup final against Liverpool. And here we go with the first attack of the game. I pick up the ball. I see Savio. It's a brilliant through ball by me. It's a shot, and it goes in. The link up that we're missing in the Carabao Cup final is back in the FA Cup final as we make it 1-0. And now it's Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I intercept the ball. I see Savio making another run. It's a through ball, and Savio has another shot, and it's another goal. 2-0 in this first half FA Cup final. And I pick up the ball once again in the second half. Can we go ahead and make it 3-0 and end the game? It's Savio on the ball. It goes in. A hat-trick from Savio. This is the best duo in the world. This is what Man United thought Martial and Rashford would be. But they weren't, of course. But we get Savio his hat-trick. This game has to be over. And the FA Cup final comes to an end. We lift the FA Cup trophy. I've gotten one step closer of becoming a Prem and a City legend as I win my first trophy in my career. And straight after that FA Cup victory, I am called into Pep's office to have a word with him.
Thank you, Edgar, and congratulations on winning the FA Cup and having your breakout year. I loved the way you played as a central attacking midfielder and would love for you to stay there. However, we found a replacement if you decide against it.
After a lot of thought, I know I shine in that role and that team needs a Cam. But my dream is to become a top striker here, and I must follow that.
Fair enough. Just know you'll need to fight for the striker role with Savinho next season.
I understand. Thank you, boss. And now at the start of the brand new season, I am a striker once again. But there is a brand new issue as I only have 1 year left in my contract. But I am not the only one, as Savio is also on his last year on his contract. So not only are we fighting for the striker position, but I'm not sure if we're both gonna get new contracts at the end of the season. But regardless, Man City go ahead and sign Kelechi Iheanacho, my old teammate at Hull City, as a replacement center attacking mid for me. And it seems like Savio will be starting over me for the season, but I'm pretty sure Guardiola has given us fair game time in the preseason tournament all those years ago. I will get enough game time to prove myself and hopefully become the starting striker. And as the season was about to begin, Savio and I share some words in the locker room.
Yo, Edgar. So I heard you're back up top. I don't know if you know this, but Pep said only one of our contracts will be renewed at the end of the season as they have a backup lined up for next year. As much as I enjoyed our time together, just know I'll make sure I get that new contract.
Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, we'll be splitting minutes this season. I wish you the best of luck, Savinho.
Yeah, man, you should have stayed at camp.
But it was now time for the first game of the season as I sat on the bench and Iheanacho was making his debut. And now, up next, in order to go to the next step to win the Ballon d'Or, I think it's obvious I need to help Man City win the Premier League as they haven't won it in the past 2 years. And in the first half against Bournemouth, Iheanacho and Savio were just perfect for each other as Savio went ahead and scored 2 goals off 2 Iheanacho passes. But now in the second half, I'm coming on for my time. And now here comes Iheanacho looking for the first play. It's like we're back at Hull City. It's a beautiful ball. And now I'm 1v1 against the Bournemouth keeper. I put it away and make it 3-0. Savio has 2 goals, I have 1 currently, I'm sure I'll score another. And just like that, the game comes to an end. I get my first goal back up top as a striker. But Savio outscores me, which doesn't matter too much, it's just 1 game. But if this continues to occur throughout the season, I will never become a starter over Savio, and I won't get a new contract. So I need to make sure I lock in for the rest of the season. But lock in is exactly what I couldn't do. As for the rest of the season, I still continue to score goals, but Savio just continued to outscore me. And we were now at the end of the season, one game away from winning that Premier League title that I need, but only 2 points ahead of Liverpool. If we lose this game, Liverpool will probably win them, and they'll take away our league title. But not everything is all sunshines and rainbows. Like I mentioned before, Savio outscores me every single time, and he has outscored me this season by a whopping 19. And Pep Guardiola calls me into his office, probably to share some bad news.
I'm sorry, but Savio has outscored you, and we're only renewing one player's contract. So this game and the UCL final will be your last with us.
I understand, boss. Now that Iheanacho is shining at Cam, there's no way back. I want to say thank you, Pep. I may have yet to achieve my dream of becoming a Premier League legend, but maybe I can do it elsewhere. Thank you for the opportunity. And as the final game is set to kick off, this and the UCL final will be my last games. And it seems like I'm going to have to find another way to become a Premier League legend. Savio is going to be the one getting a new contract. And I'm going to have to find another, hopefully, Premier League club if I ever want to achieve my dream. But I guess I could use these 2 games to hopefully impress another Premier League side. But as I wait on the bench, here comes City on the first attack of the game, still trying to win the Premier League title. It's Savio on the ball, has a chip, and it goes wide. A terrible decision from Savio. And now it's Foden into Iheanacho, who gives it to Savio once again. Has a shot, but it's straight to the Sheffield goalkeeper. How can you not score against Sheffield? Even Nico Jackson scores against them. And now it's Calvin Phillips on the ball. I'm still watching from the bench. It's Kelechi Iheanacho, gives it to Savio. Once again, can he finish it this time? And he has a terrible shot. But can he go ahead and get it? He tries to cross it back in, but it goes wide. Savio is not having the best of games. And the first half came to an end as the live scores say that Liverpool are leading in their game. And as I'm coming on in the second half, I need to make sure that we win this game if I want to save City their Premier League title. But Sheffield have been defending all game and passing. It's been a boring second half, but if we don't score from this, Liverpool win the league title. It's Rico Lewis. It's a Kelechi Iheanacho into me, and it goes in. My first attack of the game, my first shot of the game, the first attack of the second half. I have scored and possibly the winner, and I have won the Premier League title for Man City. This is my second to last game for the club, and I think I've become a hero. Come on, City. And let's go. The game comes to an end. We lift the Premier League title, my first ever Premier League title. I might be leaving Man City, but this sure stirs up an argument that I should be going to a top Premier League club like Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, or even Arsenal or Tottenham. Even though they're bottle jobs, I could still become a Premier League legend. But there's still one game left, and that is the UCL final. If I do get any minutes, because I've been on the bench the entire season, only coming on as a sub, I'll make sure I do my best for the city, the club that I love.
Man, he got lucky. Good thing is he's leaving the club and I will stay. I'll get the last laugh.
But it was now time for my last ever game, the UCL final, and I will be starting. I've gotten the nod over Savio. It looks like that goal has put me for the first time this season starting over Savio up top as he sits on the bench. Can I go ahead and impress for City and win the UCL final on my last ever game? And here we go with the first attack of the game. Calvin Phillips gives it to Kelechi Iheanacho running down the wing, crosses it in into me. He finds me, I have a header, and it goes in. What a turnaround. I went from leaving the club, scoring the winner for the Premier League title, and now I take the lead in the UCL final. I'm having my last amazing games here at City. I hope a big club comes in for me. And here comes Gavardio. He wins the ball back. He gives it to Kelechi Iheanacho, and it's a through ball into me. I go ahead, I see the goalkeeper running now. I have a chip, and it goes in. We take a 2-0 lead. We're gonna win the UCL. I'm leaving the club with a Premier League, an FA Cup, and a UCL. I could possibly win the Ballon d'Or this year and become a Premier League legend without joining another club. But we take a 2-0 lead. But right before halftime, here come Barcelona looking to get a goal back, to get back into this game. And it's beautiful tiki-taka football. And it's Lamine Yamal takes a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. A similar goal to what he scored in the Euros. They make it 2-1. I hope that they don't come back. But like usual, I'm probably going to come off in the second half. Savio's going to come on. So I'm hoping he can secure this game and I can leave City winning the UCL. And at the start of the second half, I'm coming off. As Pep Guardiola tells Savio to get over here, he's coming on. But Savio responds and says, "No, Pep, I will not be coming on. I should have never been on this bench. I shouldn't have been subbed off in the last game. This guy is leaving, not me. So you know what? How about this? Now I'm leaving the club as well. I'm not coming on." And it seems like Savio's not coming on. Oscar Bob comes in instead as striker, a position he's never played. This could affect the game. Disrespectful from Savio. I don't know why he got all mad. He'd been playing all season. But I've already stepped off the pitch. Oscar Barba's come in. I just hope that Barcelona don't come back from this. But Barcelona are pressuring City, and now Pablo Gavi gives it to Lamine Yamal with a shot, and it goes in. It's 2-2 in the second half. This is not looking good. Savio made a mistake. I should have stayed on. Savio should have mentioned that he didn't want to play anymore. What's going on? Are we gonna lose the UCL final? And Ederson throws the ball out in the last minute of the game, but they're fighting for it. And Lamine Yamal wins it back, and now it's Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal gets rid of Calvin Phillips. He gets rid of Rico Lewis. And now it's Lamine Yamal versus Ruben Diaz. Gets rid of him, and Rico Lewis again. It has a shot, and it goes in. A solo masterclass from Lamine Yamal gives them the possible victory. It's 3-2. Not much left to play. And I think it's over. And I think there's only one man to blame, and that is Savio. I'm sure if Savio would have come on, he probably would have scored another goal. But because he refused to come in, this game is over. And the ref blows the whistle. It is confirmed. Barcelona lift the UCL. I could have had the perfect fairy tale ending and possibly could have even won the Ballon d'Or if this went my way. But Savio's childish acts causes us to lose the UCL final. It could have been me. I could have scored another goal. But at the end of the day, I did my job. He was supposed to do his. And now he said he was leaving the club. I'm leaving the club. It's too late to give me a new contract. But Barcelona are UCL winners. But after winning that UCL, I walk out of the club, but so does Savio. And now I'm left to wonder what clubs will come in for me. And at the start of the brand new season, Savio has found his club in FC Barcelona. And I did receive a big money offer from Chelsea. But before I could even accept that offer, I was called back in to Man City's office, to Pep Guardiola's office, where I'm greeted by Kelechi Iheanacho and Guardiola as they're gonna try and convince me to join back at the club.
Edgar, I'm so glad you can make it. I want to apologize for what happened. Savio's childish acts have left us unprepared, and we'd like to sign you back. But I know not getting a new contract was disrespectful.
I don't know. It's clear I was never the main man.
Yeah, come on, man. Remember us at Hull. I'll be honest. The reason I flopped at City in the first place was because I felt entitled to something better. And when I wasn't getting game time, I left. Look what happened. But thanks to you, I'm back where I belong. And I know I can help you win the Ballon d'Or and become a Premier League legend.
Alright, sign me back. Let's do this. And I was convinced. I re-signed for Manchester City. And because we won the Premier League title last year, the one and last step to get me that Ballon d'Or is to win the UCL with Man City. But can I go ahead and do it when Savio is at Barcelona, probably the best club in the world? Can I win the UCL? Can I become a Premier League legend? But it was now time for the UCL final. We have arrived. One more game and I could win the Ballon d'Or, possibly up against Savio and his brand new club, Barcelona. But the question is, can I finish the job? Can I become a City legend? Can I become a Premier League legend? Or am I gonna flop like the typical Premier League player who comes out of any academy? And here comes Jeremy Doku trying to start a counter-attack, but Lamine Yamal gets the ball, and it's a through ball into Savio. He's 1v1 against Ederson. He knows him very well. It's still Savio with a shot, and it goes near post. Ederson was never saving that. It's a brilliant goal from Savio. Barcelona go 1-0 up. But here we go on their counter-attack. It's Kelechi Iheanacho on the ball. He gets a through ball into me. I have a finisher from outside the box, and it just goes over the bar. I almost equalized the game. And now it's Kelechi Iheanacho on the ball with a through ball into me. He sees me. I have a scissor kick, and why did I shoot from there? I was not in prime position. And it's going to be halftime. I have not been clinical in this first half as Barcelona lead 1-0. And Kelechi Iheanacho walks up to me.
Hey, Edgar, you probably think I'm going to ask you to change positions.
I was just about to suggest that.
No, believe in yourself. I know you can score.
And now it's Jeremy Doku in the second half, gets it to Kelechi Iheanacho, who opens it for Foden with a through ball to Kelechi with a volley, and it goes in. Iheanacho has equalized the game, becoming a City hero possibly in the making. It's 1-1. Can we score another goal? And now it's a through ball into Foden, gives it to Bernardo Silva, who lays it up for Kelechi Iheanacho, takes a touch, he's gonna score a second, he gives it to me instead, I put it away, it goes in. We have done it. We have come back against Barcelona in the 90th minute. We're gonna win the UCL. I just hope I can win the Ballon d'Or. But even if I don't win the Ballon d'Or, I'm sure I'm a City legend. I'm sure I'm a Premier League legend. And it's over. We have done it. We have overcome it. I have overcome it all. We win and we lift the UCL. I beat Savio at his own game. I beat him at his new club, FC Barcelona, and we lift the UCL trophy. I'm sure I'm a Man City legend. But the question is, can I win the Ballon d'Or? Can I become the first City player ever and the first Mexican player ever to win the Ballon d'Or? And yes, I have done it. I have won the Ballon d'Or, confirming myself as a Prem legend. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this one right here.